All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning in person and online. Let's go ahead and kick off this meeting today. And let's kick it off. Go ahead, turn your cameras on if you got any cameras. I see Wood's got his magic backdrop. I'm jealous of his backdrop. Hey, before we get started, let's kick it off like we do every week with tell me something good. What good happened in your business last week? Got anything, Jenna?
Well, last week I was on vacation, but I am also
That was good.
that was great. And then I'm actually closing on two separate buyers tomorrow.
2 buyers. Congratulations. Wow. Awesome. Anybody online have anything they want to share? All right. All right. Oh, yeah. What we got, Michael?
My two listings, both in contract with the buyers. And they're both double ending. One buyer is already in contract with a buy down in Vacaville.
Wow.
So 3 transactions are in contract.
Market's heating up. Market's heating up. All right, everybody. So we got a busy day here. Let me share my screen. If you haven't noticed, we got Woods is a celebrity in the real estate space, so we want to give him enough time to speak. But real quick, so starting February 23rd, we are going to be doing a fundraising event. EXP is heading up this fundraising event for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And so, anyways, just want to give you, if you want to learn more about that, just go to expLLS.com. J-Rail, can you throw that in the chat? expLLS.com. Then also coming up, next week's team meeting is going to be how to affordably upgrade your listing photos. So you won't want to miss next week. And then we have Deal Archdeacon coming in. Did you guys enjoy hearing Ryan and the White Spears speak? Was that good? Yeah. So if you liked them, let's see what we got in the chat. Thank you, J-Roll. If you liked that, you're going to love Dale. Dale is he's a savant when it comes to getting people to open up and communicate with you honestly. So it's going to be happening February 16th, 10 to noon at PCAR. And then we're starting this new thing. We're calling it a book club. Once a month, we're going to get together and read a book. And the book of the month is Atomic Habits for my team. And so we're opening it up to everybody else. I see you guys grinning back there. You guys like that book, Marissa? What? Wow. Well, Vibe, it's all those cigars, man. They're they're bringing us together.
Yes.
There you go.
Yoda.
And then for those of you, whether you're with EXP, not with EXP, does not matter. Next Wednesday from 4 to 5, we're doing a call jam. So we're going to be hosting that on Zoom. I know a lot of events. But what's cool about this call jam, we'll do a little script training at the beginning. And then everybody who is there for the beginning and stays until the end gets entered in to win a $100 gift card, cash gift card. And the lender is going to be online. He's going to be there if you have any warm transfers for you. And it's going to be Jeff Compton and his team. And last but certainly not least, Chris, you want to share a little bit about Elevate Yourself, the mastermind?
Okay, yeah, so I am actually committed myself this year to give back, help people develop themselves in business personally. So I am going to, starting this Friday, February 3rd, right here in this room, create a real estate all things related mastermind. And it'll be every Friday for the entire year of 2023. But it's going to be a very highly intensive mastermind. It's going to be roll your sleeves up, come here, get ready to work, get uncomfortable, and do things you haven't done before. So you can't sit in the back of the room, write notes, walk away silently and do nothing. We're going to get you engaged and participate.
Yeah. So February 3rd, that sounds so far away, but it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. So if you can't make it tomorrow, make it the following week. And that is all I have. Any questions about upcoming events? I know we threw a lot at you. All right, silence is good. That means I did my job. All right, well then without further ado, I'd like for make Woods co-host. Woods Davis, he's an absolute mastermind when it comes to marketing. And so he's going to talk to us about how to grow our businesses, specifically using lead gen. Woods, take it away.
All right, awesome. Well, hey, listen, just before I get started, give me an idea about how many minutes would you like me to go for, so I'll know how to allocate my time.
Dude, can you do about 20?
20 would be perfect. Okay,
Okay.
cool. 20 would give me good. All right, awesome. Well, hey, listen, thank you guys for inviting me. I'm glad to be here and really excited to share with you some stuff. And I think today what I'd like to do is I'm just going to share with you kind of the things that we do, the things that I've been working with the agents in our organization. It's really kind of comes down to our philosophy and what we believe when it comes to attraction marketing. So there's really, I believe you can be successful in real estate with a lot of different strategies. And I like the ones that we use. We believe in attracting clients and leveraging primarily like lead generation and content in order to just have clients coming to us versus trying to outchase our competitors. Let me just be really clear though. There's nothing wrong with prospecting. I love people who prospect. I love prospecting. I think it's probably one of the easiest ways to get into conversations, to get face to face with sellers in particular. But what I'm going to share with you guys today is a different approach. It's more of an attraction approach. And I think we've really nailed down a pretty good formula for how to do it. And I'm going to just share with you guys what I see working with all of our agents and what we do personally on the agent attraction side, because we actually do the exact same things for production that we do for agent attraction. So the exact system and the exact process that I'm going to share with you guys, it works really, I believe, for any business. So with that being said, I'm just going to share a few little things, and I'm just going to tee this up, and I'll just share this, and I'll share maybe a little quick story to kind of show you what this looks like when it's executed properly. So these are really what we call as the 5 phases of attraction marketing. And what we believe here is that number 1, you have to be able to get offers into the marketplace. Again, you can do that by making offers one-on-one. That's called prospecting. You're calling people, you're trying to get offers out to the marketplace. And the reality is that your income is elastic to the amount of offers that you have in the marketplace. So you have to have a system for making offers, whether that's you personally doing it one-on-one, or whether you're paying for to promote your offers on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, right? That's kind of a different way to go about making offers, but it's always just making an offer. So there's 2 things you got to consider: the quality of the offers and then the quantity of the offers. Okay. So most people aren't making enough offers. And if you look at your business, people kind of start to feel bad about themselves because they feel like they're maybe not making enough calls, but it comes down to making enough offers. So I like to pay to make my offers. But again, offers have to be made one way or another. The other thing that we believe in order to be successful is you got to figure out a way to convert cold traffic. And when I say convert cold traffic, I'm just talking about strangers. You got to be able to one sticking point for real estate agents when they get into the business and we're all told to work our sphere, and then we kind of exhaust our sphere and we haven't developed the skill set to expand our sphere. And so that can be a challenge. And so the key is, how do we turn strangers into clients? How do we turn strangers and get them into our world? We call that attracting. Again, there's got to be a system in order to be able to reach out to strangers or be able to pull strangers into your world, and then have them start to know, like, and trust you. And we do that with social media. We do a lot of paid advertising on social media. And we also do a lot of content creation on social media as well. So these last little pillars of attracting attention on social media, I just think it's an unbelievable opportunity for anybody to be able to get in front of anybody. And here's the coolest thing I like about it, is that you only have to get in front of the people that are like you. The coolest thing about social media, you might think, well, I'm not good at social media. I'm not, this big fancy person, and, I don't look like this or have this type of persona. That's okay. Because guess what? The people that do like you, they they like you. You're going to have to see these people face to face anyway. So like, you want to do business with people that are like you. People generally do business with people that are like them. So there's enough people out there that are like you, that will like you, for you to get in front of. And the biggest thing I think that we've discovered is the key role of content marketing and database marketing. I'm going to give you guys just a real quick little tip. If you're not producing video, I'm sure that sounds like a broken record, right? Everybody's like, you got to shoot video. Shoot video, YouTube videos, and send it to your database. Most people have horrible systems when it comes to communicating to your database. Let me give you the simple version. Shoot 2 videos, 3 videos a week, and email it to your database. Every time you drop a new video, email it to your database. That's your communication plan for your database, to nurture the database. Nothing nurtures the database more than shooting videos. It helps develop relationships at scale. I'm going to show you guys kind of a quick and easy way to do that. And I'm going to try to use a story for an example to kind of show you how this stuff kind of comes together. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. And so this is a buddy of mine. His name's James Pham. So when James Pham partnered with us at EXP, he was moving from Oregon to California. And he was basically starting over from scratch. In fact, he was working to get his license in California when we talked to him, and his wife was working on getting her license as well. This is dead in the middle of COVID. So, we all know what the challenges were, around that time, probably towards the end actually, it was probably toward the end of 2020. So anyway, so long story short, James, we said, man, James, what is the niche that you want to focus on? How can we get out and make as many offers, that, to the marketplace as possible? What's the thing that you want to work? We told him one of the things we've had a lot of success with was new construction. So he decided that new construction was going to be his thing. I'll tell you this right now, especially as the market's shifting, it's more important than ever to be an expert in something. Okay. It's more importantly to be an expert in something than a generalist in everything. When you're an expert in something, you can get attention around that thing. James decided that was going to be new construction for him. It could be, I have a person in, Florida where her thing is just waterfront condos. She is an absolute queen of waterfront condos. And the niches that I really like, here's a couple of niches. Okay. The ones I've made the most money with over the past couple of years: new construction, acre plus properties, anything waterfront. That could be waterfront condos, or it could be waterfront properties. We've had right now, a good niche is marketing what we call as affordability, which would be reduced price properties. Literally right now, if you run ads for all the reduced price properties in your marketplace, it's a good opportunity to flush out some low-hanging fruit. On the sell side, it was express offers. However, that's shifting a little bit. And on the sell side, we pretty much just run home value, but we kind of have a sneaky way of doing that. So anyway, so those are just a couple of ideas for a couple of niches. So with James, the first thing that James did was we said, okay, what's our system going to be for getting offers into the marketplace? Okay, so we're going to start off just running some simple ads. And if you look at, let's see here, we could probably pull up him on Facebook. Let's see if I can find the Pham. Let's see, Pham Real Estate Group. The Pham Real Estate Group. Maybe this is them right here. Hopefully I can find it. Okay, here we go. The Pham Real Estate Group. And by the way, guys, if you're ever curious about your competitors and you want to see what ads they're running, if you go to their Facebook page, you can just scroll down and look. It's either going to be on the side or it's going to be in the About section under Page Transparency. And then you can click and it says this page is currently running ads. You can click See All, and then you can scroll down and click to go to Ad Library, and it'll show you ads that they're running. Now, the cool thing about this, you can take a screenshot of this. You can take a picture of this. This is the ad that James has been running. that his first year in running this, doing this campaign, which I'm about to share with you, he went from zero in a brand new market to making $343,000 by this, just following this process. There's no groundbreaking material here. He just had a little system to put this offer out into the marketplace. In fact, he put $10 per day in order to generate leads, and he was generating leads for around $3. So he's generating about 100 leads a month or something around that. Okay. So that was kind of like a baseline system. So once those leads came in, all those leads are coming into, a pipeline, and he's obviously working those. And I'm just kind of going to future pace, because I think the important thing is what happens when new leads come in. The coolest thing is that here, I'm gonna share this with you real quick. I'm gonna show this. And now, this is where the content comes into play. If you start shooting videos, anybody, if you wanted to focus on new construction, the coolest thing about new construction is you can go tour every model home in your marketplace and shoot a video tour. Introduce yourself to the sales rep. Tell them, hey, I've got a lot of new construction, a lot of new clients that are coming to me interested in new construction. And would it be okay if I shot a video and did a video tour of some of your models and posted it to my YouTube channel for my out-of-state clients? Okay. I like to just do that to kind of give a little bit of an edge, but that's kind of the script that we use around shooting that video. But again, you can shoot video tour of the neighborhood. You can go just tour model homes, which is what James did. And that becomes the basis of content. People like to view homes, right? HGTVs prove that for us. But here's the coolest thing is he has a 47% response rate to his campaign when new leads come in. But if you look at this, here's what we do. And I'll give you guys a few little tips. Whenever you generate leads, the first thing that we always say, I always send out the very first email, text message, I say, as promised. Okay. If they asked us for something and they gave us their information because they were interested in new construction properties or anything, I'm going to say, hey, as promised, here's a link to all the properties that you asked for. Okay. Now, the second text message that I like to send is called by the way. So by the way is where I'd make a secondary offer. Now, for him, he says he's sending a link to the new construction videos in his marketplace on his YouTube channel. And he just sends a direct link straight to the YouTube channel. Okay. So I think about the YouTube channel almost like it's your new website, because people go there to consume. Now, before you think that you can't shoot YouTube videos, this is what James's YouTube videos look like. Okay. He's got a jogging suit on and some shades. This is not $1 million listing. Okay. This is just trying to add as much value as possible. The way I like to think about it is if your sister was moving to your market and she couldn't be in town, she's like, or maybe she has a 1031 exchange and she's got to get it done. And they're saying, I got to buy something. Can you send me some options? Can you shoot me some videos of some properties that I can look at? What would you say to your sister about that house, right? What would you do in a video tour to show them that? So James, most of the time, he's got his back turned to the video and he's literally just walking through a home, right? Just touring properties. Okay. So I love James. So I'm proud that he took action, but he's taking imperfect action in order to get amazing results. Now, he doesn't have a huge YouTube channel. There's plenty of people that do have huge YouTube channels. Another one of my guys that a guy in my organization is named Levi Lassick. You might've seen his stuff. He made, I could go log into his stuff, but he's made millions of dollars shooting YouTube videos. And there's plenty of people that use a real big strategy to optimize YouTube videos. And that's great. But what I'm saying is in the beginning, just try to add as much value as possible to somebody by sending them content. And this is the system for nurturing the database. And the cool thing is you don't have to have this huge YouTube channel. He's got 872 subscribers. He's been doing this for a little over a year, about 18 months now. And, but you know, this is 931 people who toured this home with him, you know? And so like when you're sending those videos to your database, what can start to happen is you can actually, you can go, this is usually kind of what it looks like. If you're generating leads, we know that you're only going to close, you know, if we generate 100 leads, you're going to have conversations with 30. Out of the 30, there's going to be 10 that are like interested. There's going to be 5 that are qualified, and there's going to be 1 or 2 that are maybe ready to do something now. So that's kind of the baseline numbers on the lead generation, but that can triple if you leverage content and you nurture those people over time. Your database is either appreciating in value, or most people's database is depreciating in value because they're not communicating to it and not adding value to it. They're simply sending these YouTube videos. And what you can see here is like in the beginning here, let me scroll over here and refresh this page. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's open the pipeline and let me reset this so I can scroll here. Okay. So in the beginning, you can see here that, let's see, let's let that populate. Under these closed deals, so he's closed 35 deals from just this one funnel, spending $10 a day, right? But it's not the $10 a day that matters, and it's not the leads that matters. It's the content that's nurturing the leads. And in the beginning, you can see here, most of the closings, they're just the leads. Most of the closings are leads. But look what happens over time. Just from emailing the database content and creating the content, that content lives on its own and it becomes its own lead generation pillar. So all these are just leads, 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 leads. But now look what starts to happen. There's the source, YouTube, right? And Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, another lead, YouTube, right? And you can see over here, YouTube chat. So over time, if you create content just to just for the fact of nurturing your database, not even building this huge complex, you know, YouTube channel, but just to nurture your database, then and nurture lead and use that in combination with lead generation, that over time will start to replace the lead generation. It becomes its own lead generation pillar. And so that's what we do. So for agent attraction, we do the same exact thing. We generate leads, we teach people, we do free trainings, and then we send YouTube videos to the database, and people jump in our calendar and schedule calls with us because we make calls to action to our people. But we generate leads. Now, here's the coolest thing. Okay. So here's how this all ties in. Now, because James and Marie's just kind of followed this little framework for doing business, since they learned it, now they've got a story. Now, here's how it ties into agent attraction. This is their funnel for agent attraction. Discover how we went from 0 to making $343,000 in less than 365 days by focusing on Facebook ads, YouTube, and Instagram in a brand new market, all without spending more than 4 hours a day in our real estate business. Okay. So now they've taken the next step, which is anything that you are doing that is working in your real estate business. If you will start to share that with other people, we do it in the form of webinars or presentations, just like the FAMs, then that becomes the next funnel. And then we rinse and repeat. Now they're starting to shoot videos for real estate agents too. So again, the point that I just want to share with you guys is if you've tried lead generation in the past and you haven't had a lot of success, I would just tell you that the key to making all of this stuff work is the content and leveraging content to nurture the database. And the second thing that I would tell you is as you develop any type of high value skill in your real estate business, as you have any type of success just know that you can teach that to other people and attract agents with that. You don't have to be at the top of the mountain to help somebody take the next step in their real estate business. There's plenty of people who you only closed maybe 20 deals this year. There's somebody that closed 10. And if they knew what you knew and you could help them double their business, it would change their life. But if you never put an offer out into the marketplace, you're never going to attract that person. Now, James and Maurice have an offer specifically for real estate agents. So again, going back to the framework, offers, I'll share it one last time before I wrap this up, is what's your offer, right? What's the offers that you're putting out in the marketplace? How are you getting the quality and the quantity of the offers? And this goes for agent attraction as well. What's the system for converting cold traffic? What's the system for attracting attention? Are you leveraging content marketing to make all this stuff work? And finally, are you working the database? Do you have a system to be able to nurture the database? Every time we shoot a YouTube video, we email it to the database. That's all we do for the database. And it's worked better than anything that we've done, any kind of complex drip system or anything that we've ever paid for or generated on our own. So I hope this adds value to you guys. Again, I'm just sharing with you guys what we do that works. This is what our agents do that works really well. And I'd be really happy to see you guys, get fired up about maybe shooting some imperfect content, maybe starting to do some property tours, some neighborhood tours, and starting to email that to your database, start to send those to your people and just watch how it changes. When every new lead that comes in gets a YouTube video before they've ever talked to you, when you get on the phone with them, I promise you, the conversation is drastically different. So anyways, I hope this was valuable for you guys. And Johnny, I'll toss it back over to you. I think
so good. Thank you so much. Yeah,
absolutely. Cool.
Yeah, I know this isn't like the purpose isn't to sell anything, but if you want to use the tools that he's showing on the screen, where can they go to learn more?
So I could just tell you, I would just go to like agentattractionwebinar.com. That'd probably be the best place. And then we can, kind of plug you into stuff from there.
I got a question.
Sure.
Yep.
I wanted to know, are you using KV Core with this or a different?
Yeah. So now that system that you just saw, we develop custom funnels out in our own system that we have. But we use it in conjunction with KV Core, and everything that I've showed you could be done in KV Core. So you can run a Facebook ad directly to KV Core for any type of niche, right? You can create a custom landing page in KV Core for any type of selection. Buyers buy based on 2 criteria, selection and affordability. Okay. For affordability, I would pull up all of the, you can create a custom landing page in KV Core based on properties that have had price reductions. And you can run an ad saying, hey, get access to all the properties that have been recently reduced. These properties have to sell ASAP.
I think to use video, you have to use their core system. So.
Well, here's the thing. You don't have to embed, you don't have to do anything fancy when it comes to like embedding it into emails or anything like that. All we do is we just send YouTube links and we post videos on YouTube. YouTube is its own ecosystem, and we just share YouTube links with people because that's natural behavior. I think I've sent probably 5 YouTube videos just to friends on random stuff that I've seen. So that's a natural thing that people are used to, is receiving YouTube, and we benefit from the trust that they have with the YouTube platform. And we also benefit because the positioning of a content creator on YouTube, we get to now start to get some of that shine as well. In fact, a lot of people are my age and older, still have that association. We grew up with TV. So our association mentally is see person on screen equals important, equals, celebrity or whatever, right? And a lot of people still feel that way. And again, so just post them on YouTube and just send them a link hey, I just shot a video for you. I was just thinking about you. Just shot a video on a beautiful community, XYZ. Here's a link to the video on YouTube. That's simple.
Boom. Awesome stuff. Any other questions for Woods? Nope, he did a fantastic job. So is that the right link there in the chat? agentattractionwebinar.com.
Johnny, I've got to get a moment.
Probably.
Yeah, sure.
What is it again? Agent attraction one?
Webinar.com.
Seminar?
Webinar.
What's your question, Tom?
Hey, Woods, I don't know if you, I hope you can hear me. Great stuff. Really enjoyed your presentation. I'm curious. I looked at the link and it shows Michael Reese there, who is obviously an agent attraction. Just
That's
curious,
my business.
he's your business partner? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so I assume he brought you into the business, or you're in his organization.
Yeah, I am. I'm his frontline, and we work together on all of our like recruiting funnels and systems.
Okay, great. So is Levi Lassick, did he employ your system, or did you guys employ his, or how did that work? Because he's had that YouTube and video and all that. He's just blown up.
Yeah. So Levi came in. Levi came in under me and to EXP. Levi,
you're the legend then, huh? Well, everybody's like, whoa, Woods, come on.
Hey, listen, everything that Levi has done has been all Levi. Like, I don't take any credit for any success with Levi, other than just, we just helped him build out some of the back end funnel. So like if you click on his YouTube channel, and if you click the link that's promoted on his header, it's going to go to a funnel. And then it's going to go to a buyer survey or a seller survey. And then we're going to have all kinds of follow-up campaigns, email system, pipeline, all that stuff set up. So, I just helped with a little bit of that on the front end, but Levi's, just taking it and just run with it, so, and Levi, bless his heart, Levi bounced around, in the beginning, trying to find the thing at first. Now, here's the thing that I'll share with Levi, and this is why I love Levi. And I think this is instructive for anybody who wants to do agent attraction. Just like I showed you guys with the fam guys, like I've got guys that leverage the most simplest stuff. I got a guy just leveraging open house system that he learned from Brent Gove to teach other people and attract people to webinars and recruit people to EXP. So like Levi he knew our system, and he knew that we believe, like, man, I got to have an offer. I got to have something that I can teach agents in the marketplace. And in the beginning, we're like, okay, it was literally like we were going into LinkedIn and doing some stuff, and we called Levi. Michael was like, hey, Levi, how about you become the LinkedIn guy? And he's like, you're kidding. I'm on this course right now, about to buy this course about doing LinkedIn. And he pulled up his screen. I was sitting in the room. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, okay, well, maybe Levi's going to be the LinkedIn guy. Let's go in all on this little LinkedIn system and figure this out. And that'll be, in fact, we did a webinar with Levi, and his first thing was around LinkedIn, right? But that wasn't the thing that produced the long-term results for him. And, he was still seeking. He's a seeker, he's a learner. And that's how he got on the YouTube thing. We had hired a camera guy for our YouTube channel. And he actually partnered with Levi. He partnered with Levi to kind of help him in the beginning when Levi was just first, doing his channel. But then Levi, like, he just was an absolute animal when it comes to consuming and executing. And Levi's just a phenomenal business guy. So he just took it to the next level. So the long answer is that's how you become that, right? But the short answer is everything that Levi's doing is like his stuff. He's learned pieces and stuff from other people, but his execution is all him. It's not like he's just borrowing this thing from this person or that person, right? But here's the point. Like, whether I learned open houses from Brent Gove or anybody else, like, once I do it and I get results, that's now my story. And that's the thing for everyone on here to learn, is like, everything that you learn, when you take action on something and you build your own story about it, like, that's your story. James Pham he's got his class on how he made 343,000 leveraging YouTube, Instagram, and he's not going to get on that webinar and talk about me. He's going to talk about what he did.
How rude.
Right? And I love that. Right. So you guys can do the same thing.
I appreciate that. Forgive me. The main thing I'm asking is I love what Levi's done. I've seen him. He's been the front man. And like you said, he's just been a beast on execution and consistency and just consistent content. It sounds like, though, that he employed your stuff on the back end, which is kind of what I'm looking for, because I want to do both agent attraction as well as client attraction for open houses, buyers and sellers. So how is that different funnels? How does that happen? Or is this conversation we need to have offline? What happens next?
I would go watch Agent Attraction webinar. I think Johnny put that link in there, and that just shows you kind of how we do it. Yeah. And
Okay.
and that'll show you all the all the systems and everything that we use to build out the funnels on the back end.
Okay. And then I can reach you about how to implement those systems for back end business.
Yeah. I think that there's and if you want to just here, I'll put my type my email address in here. If anybody has questions, you can just shoot a question over to woodsdavis.com. Yeah, Tom, if you want to have a conversation on that, you can shoot that over to me.
Yeah, you asked an elephant of a question. Good question, Tom, but we can't eat all that elephant in the next 5 minutes. So
Sorry, Johnny.
no, it's all good. It's all good. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Let's give him a round of applause. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Dude,
Y'all keep
appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, love you, brother. See you, man. Guys, bye.
I almost ended it for everybody, but he's just hopping off. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Was that good? Was that valuable? Like how you can create offers and stuff? This works whether you're a title rep, whether you're a loan officer, whether you are selling cars, right? But we're all selling houses. So this is like marketing 101. Create that offer. Super doable. Go to agentattractionwebinar.com to learn more. Now, I didn't want to tell this to Woods, but the reason why the person who I'm most excited to hear from is speaking next. Right. So everybody, please give a warm welcome. Give a round of applause to Marissa. Yes, so we can see you. All right.
Yay.
For those of you who don't know Marissa, she's incredible. She smokes cigars and she's super smart.
That's gonna be my, whatever he's talking about. Smoke cigars. Fuck yeah.
Excuse me, Marissa, have you ever obtained a cigar from Cuba?
I had one last night.
You have Cuban cigars are always like the best in the world.
I don't know if I should brag about that.
100% brag. Humble brag. All right, what do you got for us, Marissa?
About woods, for me, it makes my eyes roll and it's like filing taxes. It's just not my fit. But I'm here to talk about open houses because Johnny thinks I have valuable information.
You slay open houses.
I became an expert, which is what he talked about. Where do I look at?
Wherever you like, wherever you like. Yeah.
And so I didn't really prepare anything for today. Oh gosh, because I thought it was next Thursday.
Oh.
Either way, though, I probably still wouldn't have come with anything to show you on there, but I come with what I do. I create my open houses the way I want to run them, and I'm an expert in my area. You have to add value. Okay, when they come in, the chances are they're going to many open houses. Why are you different? Why are they going to connect with you? What are you going to give them? Right? And so to do that, you have to have that. Are you recording, babe?
I don't know.
And to do that, you have to have value. And so what are you going to give them when they come to your open house? Are they coming in to buy that house? Maybe, probably not. Maybe it's not going to be a right fit. But if you know your market and where you're at, you're going to know the houses that might be their fit, right? And so if they walk around and you're talking to them like, yeah, just this backyard, this and that. And oh my gosh, I know the perfect house. I'm off at 2. Are you going to be around? Oh, yeah, I have a few more to do. Let's meet at this one. I think you might really like it. And then you might not even have a showing, and then you scramble like heck to schedule the showing, right? And then tell them I'll see you there at 2, right? Because you knew about it. But if you didn't know about your area and you weren't an expert in your area, that lead goes away, right?
Absolutely.
Part of that value is I always provide a schedule of the other open houses that are going on at the same time. Oh, you're following me, so I should have moved.
You're
Okay.
fine. You're fine.
So always knowing what's going on. If you have an open on Saturday from 10 to 2, whatever the time is, what other opens are going on? They're not your competition. They're your colleagues. You want them to peruse the homes. You want to encourage them. Actually, nobody is your competition in this room. Your competition is yourself always. I don't want to show up to myself. She will slay me. Okay, same thing, right? So that is an added value, a really simple thing to do to print out before your open houses to have, the other opens that are going on. So you're giving them something to take away. Also, you're throwing a party and what you're trying to get is coming in your door. Okay, it's like you're at home working and every 15 to 20 minutes, a buyer or seller walks in. We love it, right? It's the same thing in an open house. Okay, take your laptop, do some work, be ready, and they're going to walk in. Okay, when they walk in, what do? You connect. Oh my gosh, you connect like crazy. And you try to find that common ground. What is the common ground? You talk to them. Gosh, I kind of just jump up sometimes and say, oh my God, thank you for coming. I've been waiting for you. And they're like, oh gosh, this girl's so weird. But it's an icebreaker. You be the crazy one. You be the unique one. You be the one that, can open them up. And I've had hard personalities. I've had the engineers that are like, go away. Do you have a checklist? It's like, well, yeah, actually I do. I'm ready for you too. No, but you need to open up those icebreakers. And you don't stop at, I have an agent. You're not there to steal them away from an agent. You're there to provide value. Okay. They might be having an agent and they might already be working with them. That's great. But they're going to remember you if you were an expert in your area. They're going to remember who you are. And a lot of the times they might not even have an agent. They just don't want you to bug them. Right. And that happens a lot of the time. And sadly, some of the times they have an agent and they don't prefer their agent, because the agent has dropped the ball in some way. Maybe they haven't listened to them the way they feel, or follow-up is poor, and they really enjoyed their experience with you. And so they switch. And that's okay too, right? You're never there to get them. You're there to be a resource and an expert. I'm never there to gain a client. I will gain a client, but that's not my goal. My goal is to be there, be out in the world of what we do. Homes, okay? You got to get out there. I'm doing 3 open houses this week. Yeah, not on purpose, but you should do a lot of open houses. I accidentally forgot about one. So now I have 3 and I'll do them. And the time of week, people always say, well, why do you do Thursday? Why are you there on Tuesday? Well, because Tuesday from 10 to 2, I have work to do on my computer. The stupid videos we're supposed to be posting, act natural, the ones that Woods is talking about. They're not stupid, they're good. But you can do that at open houses with the ability of a prospect walking through your door. So why wouldn't you be there? Be there. It doesn't matter the time. If they're buying, they're buying. We're in a time people work from home. They work, all their schedules are all over the place. It doesn't have to be on the weekend. I hear that all the time. Well, I want one of my weekend days. Okay, I'll take the other one then. Okay, because if you're not going to do it, someone else will. Yeah. And if you are not available Saturday and Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday's my favorite. I have one. It's tomorrow, Friday. Yes. Yep, have one tomorrow. And Fridays are great. I've had the most traffic ever on Fridays. Another question is, they have to be a new listing. No, you can suck those babies dry forever, guys. There will always be people coming in. I'm going to tell you that they will always come in. Oh, what if they don't show up to my party? It's okay. You're disciplined if you got there and you got some work done, right? Yeah. To go to the gym when you want to, great. That doesn't matter. To go to the gym when you don't want to, that's when it matters. Same with open houses. It's okay if they didn't show up. It's quite all right. The other question I get are agents, they'll call me and say, you're so good at this. Tell me what you do. What's your trick? Are you making cookies? What do you do? What do you do? Like that? I never get a lead. I built my entire business on open houses. I started with a mentor who was very good at them, and I shadowed her until I felt comfortable, because at first it felt like I was putting on someone else's pants and shoes, right? Feels weird. It's like, I don't get this. I can't be her. She's bubbly, cute. I don't even know. Like, how does she get people to talk to her? Well, you're going to create that. You're going to become an expert in what you do and make it a piece of your business and be intentional with it. Okay. Intentional with your approach, with how you approach people. You're in a people business. If you don't like people, it doesn't work. Okay. We like people. I like my own time too, but we love people. That's how we pay our bills. Okay. Enjoy those people. It's not a transaction, it's a story and what you're learning about them and what they're gonna add to your life. I never go into it with the intention I'm gonna sell. Well, I do actually. I do say they will be my buyer, or they will be my seller. It's a mindset, but it's the bigger picture. Maybe that's not gonna happen until year 2. You guys, some of these leads we're not turning them that quick. When they turn quick, oh my God, that's amazing. I love that. It's like I showed them one house and we're in contract and now we're selling their other ones. Like, yes. Okay, but it's not always like that. You nurture that relationship and it can start at the open house. It doesn't have to be your business, but it could be a piece of your business. Okay, so do you want me to, how much time do I have?
Till 11.
Okay, oh gosh, I was like, okay.
Now
bye.
you're downloading fast. So
No, okay, so let's get back to how do I get this started? If you're gonna make the effort to make it a piece of your business, sit down and think, I'm gonna commit. And what am I gonna commit to? Every other weekend? Am I gonna commit to 1 a week? It doesn't matter the day, just make the commitment and write it down. Okay, at the beginning of your week, you should all be doing this, whatever your marketplace is, whatever your area, whatever your niche is, whatever you do well, know it, know that market. I have hot sheets in my MLS set up for my area. I know when a house expires, cancels, if they change their price, anything about that house, if they change a listing photo, I know. Because every morning I look at my hot sheets that are emailed to me. If you don't know how to do hot sheets, ask me and I'll show you. Set it up. I know exactly what's going on in my marketplace. So when I schedule and open there, it's already rolling. I already know what's going on. Okay, Monday's early to plan your open houses unless you're doing your own listings. Okay, by Tuesday, you're still watching your hot sheets. Wednesday come around. Oh my God, the coolest house just hit the market. I want to hold this open, right? So you don't text the agent, you call the agent and have a conversation. Because
that's
if you
scary.
text, the answer is no, unless you know them.
Yeah.
Call them, whoever it is. Talk to them. Hey, I love this house. Why do you love it? Why do you want? I'd love to hold this open because I have a lot of maybe buyers, and maybe you do that fit it. Or I think this is a great area that I love. I'd love to hold this open for you. Would you find that? Would that be a benefit for you? Would that be value? Oh no, honey, I'm holding them open. My team's doing it. Okay, I'm gonna check in with you next weekend if it's not sold. Okay,
Yeah.
Darn it, I didn't get the one I wanted. Shoot, move on to another one. Okay, now you're getting in. Now it's Wednesday, guys, and you still don't have an open house. You should know your open house by the latest Thursday. Okay, Wednesday comes, you don't have your open house, you're scrambling. Time to pull up those old listings, baby, and see what the dates are. It doesn't matter. We have this shift in the market where the homes that feel relatively old didn't get any, no one noticed them.
Yeah.
So now they're like, oh, never. And then never again. I love them because they come back out and you can absolutely, my busiest opens as a recent were houses that were listed in October. Okay, so never judge the listing. Okay, don't hold a listing open that you don't want to hold open. Gosh, no. You're gonna want to do it, right? Pick ones that are of interest to you.
So what's your last name? People want to shadow you or follow you on the open houses. I almost said Okamura, but I know that's not right.
Leahy.
Leahy.
Leahy, you're Leahy.
Leahy. Leahy.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Not a.
Not Okamura. I thought I'd get some reaction out of that. Oh man. Yeah, I just like poking the bear. All right.
So, okay,
That's my
back
process.
so picking your open houses. Then once you have your open house and you have the conversation, you have whatever you decided to yourself, because you're making this a piece of your business. And as an agent, why would an open house not be a piece of your business? Because you don't want to do them. Too bad. I'll do them. And so will someone else. It's a mistake. An open house is a way where you can still get work done, guys. Yes, you got to get out of the house and put up the stupid signs everywhere, unless you have an amazing boyfriend who does it for me. That's new though. You put out those signs, sit there, you're going to work anyways with the opportunity that who you are looking for is walking through your door. Okay. Now, once you have the open house, you're gonna do a social media post. And when agents always ask me, but I didn't open and I didn't get anybody. Why? Okay, well, what did you do? Well, I got an open house and I even did a social media post. Okay. So what? That doesn't mean anything. Everyone's posting, everyone's making a video, nobody cares. Should I even say that?
No, that's good. You're being real.
Great, open house 1 to 4. I'm not excited. Those people that came in, what, tell me about those conversations. Did you stop at I have an agent? Did you get their information? No. Holy crap, who does not get,
Can you
okay,
share your system on
guys,
that?
if you are to sit there and I'm gonna say, well, Saturday, 11 to 2, I'm holding this house open. And not getting anyone's information, are you freaking kidding me? Wasted time. Why are you even there?
Yeah.
To have someone like, hey, come on in. No. Always, you can get it, you can print them yourself, you can get them at PCAR, you have your open house registry. You have to capture who's coming in there, who's walking through those doors. Guess what? They don't get to just trample through a house and people's stuff and say, I don't want to give my information. No, you're responsible. You have that house open. Who are they? If they give you a hard time about giving their information, guess what? They're not for you anyways. And I actually tell them to leave. How do I do it politely? Very politely. I say, I'm so sorry you feel that way. Do you have an agent you're working with? Yeah, I have an agent. Okay, please make an appointment with them. Unfortunately, we do need people to sign in because this is somebody's asset. This is their home. Let's say, oh, well, it's vacant. I'm sure it's fine. No, I'm pretty sure they still own this asset. Okay. We need you to sign in for safety reasons, especially as women, you guys. Safety reasons. We need you to sign in. It's really important. And I'm really sorry if you feel uncomfortable with that. I'm happy to schedule a showing. Just you can't walk through an open and not be anyone. My favorite is then they write like, you know, Joe Low. You're like, oh, okay, that's really nice. Not for you anyways, move on. Right? Follow up. So after that open house, within less than 24 hours, I follow up with everybody. Text, depends what they give you, email, text, whatever. It's a phone call, it's an email, and it's a text and a card. If they gave me all 4, holy crap, that is the holy grail right there.
Mhm.
Like, oh my God, I got them. Okay, they gave me 1 or 2, no problem. And 1 follow-up, crickets, right? I didn't get anything from the open. Did you follow up? Yeah. Well, what else? Did you follow up again? 1 more time. Okay, did you follow up again? No. Okay, 7 or 8 times, guys. Sometimes it's less. Sometimes it's more. And sometimes out of the clear blue, all of them might be like, oh, remember me, I met you here. I'm like, oh my God, they ignored me 15 times.
Mhm.
But now they want me to show them a house. Why? Because I gave them value and I was here for them. I am not a pushy salesperson. Do I sound like it? Might be. I might sound like it. I'm not. It's on their terms because I don't really, can I say this? I don't care if they buy or sell. But I sure
You can
hope
say whatever
they
you want.
use me if they choose to.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope that they remember me if they're, especially if they're in my area. Any action that's going on in my area, I'm going to know about it, whether I'm their agent or not. And I'm going to support the agent who is. For sure. So follow-up's huge, capturing why be there if you're not, right? Atmosphere, let's go into that. I mean, I studied psychology. That's what my major is in. Personality types, when they walk in, do you have music on? Or is it that awkward, weird silence that you don't know if you're at the dentist or what? You know, do you have a candle going? Does a house smell funky? Trick if a house smells funky, solo cups in the closet with vinegar. Takes it out like that.
Solo cups?
Yeah, the red solo cups.
Red Solo Cup.
Solo cups, vinegar in the closets, close the door, no one knows, and the smell goes away. Yes.
What kind of genre of music, should we put?
Oh, that's a good
jazz
question.
or-
Such a good question. And I
Jazz.
totally care about that. So it depends on the house and area you're in. If I'm kind of in the country and I'm feeling this farmhouse vibe, it's going to be country. Okay. If we're feeling a little feisty and it's maybe a Friday, we might be, maybe we need some old 80s music on. Okay, you can have fun with that. You don't want it blaring where people feel like, oh my gosh, that was terrible. But you want something. I cannot function in a room that's quiet. I don't know if I have ADD or if it's just like a sensory thing. I totally like, oh my gosh, this is not okay. But guess what? If you put on music, it actually calms everybody down. That's a scientific fact. So if they walk in, a buyer, and they're already a little bit like, oh my God, this agent's freaking me out. If you have a little music on, that's going to go away a little bit, especially if you have a candle burning. What's the candle scent? Is it in the kitchen? And then it should be like a baking fruity scent, right? Got to do that. You don't want anything really pungent or cologne. You don't want a strong perfume or cologne. Did you know that? You're not supposed to wear a strong perfume or cologne. That's a way to reject somebody right away. So the atmosphere of the open house is really important. I'm going to touch on something for the ladies, okay? Safety. I do quite a bit of open houses, and I've had some strange experiences, not the best experiences. You always want to know, have a door unlocked, not just the front door, okay? Back door, side door, somewhere. You always, when you get to an open house, especially if it's not your listing, you might not know it as well. Where's your out? Okay. Does this door just go to the backyard and I can't get out? Is a neighbor home? Take notes. What's going on? Does that mean my time's up?
No, that means we're getting a lead.
Oh. Pass it over.
Yeah.
You want to know, you want to be able to know if somebody came in, how I would get out if I'm uncomfortable, because I've had to do that. Okay. P-Car has like a spray, like it's not mace, it's I don't know what it is.
Pepper spray?
A type of pepper spray. I carry that like it's small. You can carry it in your, and it depends where you are too. And it depends if someone else is there, obviously, or not. But it's important to know that, because there are people out there that will target, right? And you just need to be aware. Okay.
Do you do them alone?
I do.
I do too. It's like people say, don't do that.
But I tell you, I always, and this probably goes back to my dad was military, where I sit myself in a room, I always see the door. Like I can never sit here in a restaurant. It drives Chris crazy. Like I have to see the door because he wants to see the door. So then we fight that who's seeing the door. But now I trust him, so I'll let him see the door. But you always want to know. I don't sit in the open house alone. I'm not going to be like in the kitchen if they're coming around a corner and I can't see. If I need to be by, you need to be by that front door. You need to see who's walking in. You know what? You need to be able to see. And I already start selling to these people when I see them walking in. What car do they have? I'm not judging them. I'm just filling my mind with their details. What car do they have? What are they wearing? How are they getting out of the car? Is someone with them? By the time they walk in, they don't even know that I already know stuff about them because I'm already looking at them. Okay. I could spot a neighbor a mile away before they walk in, even if they're in a car. The way neighbors come into your open house, you're like, you're a neighbor. How are you? How did you know? Does it say it on my forehead? Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. But guess what? Neighbors sell homes. Neighbors sell homes. They have friends. And guess what? They sell their home. So they're your client.
How do you tell who a neighbor is?
Oh, they're it just, oh my gosh, they're kind of thrown like on, like maybe put shoes on, especially on the weekend, they're doing yard work, right? So they threw something on, came in really quick.
Yeah.
Or they're not really wanting to see the house, but they're nosy, right? Almost, it's super, start looking for those things. Did they walk there? Did they, even if they drove there, it's going to be, chances are they're coming back in from the grocery store or something like that. They're not going to be like your buyer that walks in and they know, they're like waiting for you to give them a flyer, right? Because they already went to 5 and they're like, this girl's going to give me a flyer. You better be giving them a flyer. Good God, that's a given, right? Do you all have flyers at your opens?
Yes.
With your name on it, even if it's not your listing? Okay. The other day I saw that. I was like, what, girlfriend? No, this isn't your name. These are your leads. Yeah. Your value to the listing agent, you're holding it open, you're making it available, easier for the sellers to, instead of scheduling showings, but you're there. Those are your leads, be their resource. So yeah, you got to have your flyers and give them something of value. Not only everything you gave to them coming in, an open house list. So, hey, go to these other ones. If you don't have that, like Friday, there's not many on my Friday tomorrow. I'm like, here's your value. It's like one other open house. Good luck. That's not fun. So I'm gonna give them something about that community, wherever you're at. You can print it off online. Are there great restaurants? Print out top restaurants. Is there wineries? Print out the wineries. Do you have like a chamber magazine on the city? Give it away. Value, you're giving them something, another way for them to remember you. Going back to follow up. Does everybody have an e-card? Okay, we need one, because when you're texting, those are words and they want to see your face. Okay, because they already went to other open houses and everybody knows an agent. There's probably one walking around the parking lot right now, right? On every corner, but they need to know your face. Okay, unfortunately, that's what we're in. Our faces are on the signs. If they're not, they should be, because it's EXP, right? Is everyone EXP?
Yeah.
Okay, good. On just on the dashboard. There's a business card, e-card. And actually, I have an old version. I just went back in there to help another agent, a new agent, and there's like 4 or 5 different options. So they're super fun. And then you save it to your photos and you make an album that says real estate. Okay. And then when you say, hey, thank you so much, I love meeting you, throw in a detail. I love your whatever it is, or I love that you love the 49ers. Go 49ers. Attach your card to your photo. Okay, because then they will remember you. Was this of value at all?
Absolutely. Thank you.
I don't even know. I just like
No, I love the part about how you get people's information, because there's some people who are like, just come on in. It's just, and you have a question, reach out to me, but you're like very much like, no. And also you've had some experiences where people have stolen things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so so that's your client.
I've had
So anyways.
stolen and Cuban cigars at listings. Yep.
Oh gosh.
Yep. So you got it. Yeah, it's really important. And you know what? I have who signed in. I know it's one of the 3, but you can't make that call, right? Did you steal?
Yeah.
And if your seller says just let it be, we don't do it. But yeah, no, it's a safety. It's important.
So you have them sign in before they go through the house.
And
Correct.
I just say, oh my gosh, you're waiting for you. Thank you. And what brings you here? Because I'm at the front door and my stuff's here, right? And I'm saying, I love that you came today. Here's a flyer in the home. Please sign in so then I can take on a tour. Yeah, it's just part of it. And sometimes they're like, I mean, they do get weird, you guys. Everyone's weird. Just move beyond it.
Yep.
Thank you for being weird. Sign in anyways.
Yeah. Eric, what you got?
Can I get 1 minute, Johnny?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So I just want, first of all, that was awesome. Let's give it-
Thank you so much.
Well, you tonight.
You're done, but I want to have you on the Brent podcast. If you, I do the interviews, I'd love to interview you, okay?
Gosh.
That was
It's
awesome.
spiraling. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Always.
I know we're over, but I want to give you one thing that might help one person in this room create a breakthrough. So the other gentleman was talking about making offers, right? So me as a sales trainer, I sell to sales people and I sell to corporations, okay? 2 different markets. So by selling to corporations also, what does that do to my lead base? It doubles it, okay? Some of you are so focused on consumer transactions and you're not doing the agent attraction. If you do the agent, if you sell to buyers and sellers with an agent attraction, what does that do to your leads? It doubles it. What's easier to find, a lead to sell a house to or an agent? It's a lot easier to find an agent because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And what do we have coming up on February 16th?
The PCAR thing.
The PCAR event. So you should really be inviting to that because you double your leads if you'll do that. And I'll give you one other quick tip and we'll go. When you're talking to people, see if there's a commercial opportunity. Okay, because if you're helping me buy or sell my house and you go, oh, are you a business owner? Yeah, I'm a business owner. Oh, do you have an office? Yeah, I have an office. Do you own it or rent? We rent. Have you ever considered owning an office? Oh, well, that's an interesting idea. Let me refer you to my commercial person. And then you're going to make 25% on that.
Right.
That's an offer that most agents would miss. So commercial, agent attraction, and then do all the consumer stuff that you guys are doing. That way you can make more offers. Thanks for giving me a minute.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And with that, thank you everybody for hanging out online. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.